Alright, I'm gonna try and make this quick. I know I look like crap. I've been up for a very long time. And I've got more footage, a lot more footage coming later, so I'm gonna need you guys to check back. This is just kind of the intro of the night. But I ended up getting the Cav 4s, so pretty happy about that. But it started because Friday I called House of Hoops at noon and asked if people had started lining up, and they said yes. So I was like, oh god. So I went and finished my laundry and came back up, folded it, and set out. And I got there around 12:45, 1, and I was the 5th person in line. And then from that point forward, I waited there till a little after 3, and then the manager at House of Hoops said the line was starting to get a little long, so they'd take names because they didn't want people blocking the other storefronts on State Street. So after that point, he wrote everybody's name down and told us to come back at 8. Came back at 8 and waited until 8 in the morning. So I haven't slept in a while, let's put it that way. But I also would like to point out the fact that they never disclose the number of shoes that they have, which I think is kind of bogus and was really messed up in this situation because there were roughly 150, 200 people minimum waiting in line. It was wrapped around the block. It was insane. And they had roughly 11 pairs of the Kevin Durant's and roughly probably I'd say 40 pairs of the Jordans. So total maybe 51 pairs, somewhere around there. And so that means at least 100 people aren't getting their shoes. And it ended up starting to rain. There were people that waited a long time, so it's pretty bogus. But throughout the night, we saw just bums fighting, bums doing crazy stuff. This old white guy who was completely hammered, I'm assuming he was an alcoholic, and told us he wanted his video to go viral. And he proceeded to do impressions of every different race, every different country, and then he started doing political figures, actors. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So all that stuff is going to be in a clip sometime in the next few days, and I think that'll be something that could possibly go viral. It's out of control. But for now, I'll just get into the shoe. I don't really like people that do reviews, honestly, but I'm not going to talk about all the features. It's a really nice shoe. Again, a thing that pissed me off was the quality is pretty crappy again, but I will say it is much better than every Jordan that's come out thus far. This part is rubberized, so I'm hoping that that prevents the cracking issue. And then the fabric is suede, but this pair isn't as bad. But again, they got pissed off that I wanted to look at the shoes, which kind of bothers me, but I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but yeah, you can see that right there. The rubber is scuffed, as you can see. And then there's just some glue marks and other stuff like that on the shoe. But overall, I'd say this is honestly, this to me makes up for the Galaxies that I missed. Well, that I didn't miss, but I didn't get my size. Really, I absolutely love the 4s, and this is a unreleased colorway, so I think down the road people will really want this shoe. But overall, it's a pretty good day, but I'm tired though, and please check back in the next few days for, honestly, I'd say probably 3 or 4 days from now, I will have up the most ridiculous shoe-related video you guys will see in a while. It could have been even worse, but it'll be good, trust me. So come back in a few days, check it out. Peace.